Hey there, I'm Misha, and today I want to share some really interesting statistics around burnout that you might find surprising. So, I've had a lot of conversations with people who've gone through burnout or who are going through burnout. I have my own experience running my startup. I got burned out twice. Didn't learn my lesson the first time, so I decided to repeat it again and got burnt out a second time, which was a lot of fun. Um, and the message that I hear often is that it's not my fault. There's something externally that is happening to me. I'm in a bad situation, right? I'm in a company that doesn't appreciate me. I have a boss who's disrespectful or not sympathetic or mean or not supportive. I am working excessive hours because I keep getting more stuff on my plate. There's a colleague I don't like, uh, so on and so forth, right? And these are all sort of external things that are happening to you or to them, and definitely the environment we're in plays a huge role in whether we're gonna get burned out. If you're on the beach sipping a mojito, you're probably not gonna be getting burned out. But if you're working at a startup, working 10-hour days, 12-hour days, then yeah, obviously you're going to be moving closer to burnout and it's not sustainable. But there's some really interesting research that shows where you work and the situation that you're in is only one part of the equation. So, really interestingly, there was one study that found something like 50% or higher of burnout cases could be predicted by your personality. So the personality trait of neuroticism in this case. So neurotic personality is people with that personality trait are more prone to negative emotions and anxiety and depression. So it's not perhaps super surprising that they would also be more likely to get burned out. But this is a really interesting point because there's actually a lot of research and data like this that shows certain types of people with certain personality traits or beliefs or skills or upbringings or like all these different factors are more likely to get burned out. So, for example, women between the ages of 20 and 35 are more likely to get burnt out. Men up until the age of 35 or 36 are more likely to get burnt out, and then that number sort of starts going down after their late 30s. Whether you have children or not will increase or decrease your chances of burnout. So if you have kids, it actually decreases your chances of burnout. And the theory there is because you have some meaning, a new source of meaning in your life. And there's all these other different things that have nothing to do with where you work. There's all these different factors that have nothing to do with your external situation that really influence your chances of burning out. So this isn't to take the blame off of companies, and it doesn't mean you shouldn't change your job or get out of a crappy situation. Of course you should. But this is to say that some of these things are out of our control. And some of these traits, some of these factors are are actually things we can work with, right? So there are skills that you can build. For example, setting healthy boundaries for yourself at work and saying no to your boss, just an example, or saying no to checking more emails or Slack messages online. That's just one simple example. It's very hard for most people. It's not all the company's fault, and it's not all your fault. There are different factors. There's a mix of reasons that people get burned out, and it's very, very individualized. It's very much based on that specific person, and you need to find out what that is for your situation so you can make the proper adjustments and learn the proper skills and beliefs to prevent getting burned out again. So, I hope you enjoyed that little piece of information and that idea. I'd love to know where you're at in your burnout journey, so please leave a comment below, and I'll see you next time.